Now go.
All right, welcome everyone. We're back here on Let's Get It. We had a little bit of technical issues this morning, but we are back up and running. And obviously we're going to get kind of back into it. So I know we had some issues with our technical audio, and now we got the on the side. But listen, it's okay. It's okay. You know what it is? We are so focused today on the important people that were and are in our life. Yes. That we got a little bit of distraction, so it's okay.
I think, in fairness, we need to do it all over again.
We do.
Okay, so
absolutely,
ladies, we do apologize, but you know what? Hopefully, what you could do is we always pull out strengths in part of the challenges. Sometimes you know what we mess up, but we work hard to make it right for our mothers. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special round of applause for all the beautiful mothers out there, all the ladies, the aunties, and everybody out there. So, congratulations. Here's to you. That's terrible. That's terrible. Isn't that terrible?
I think this is the end of the Let's Get It show for this Sunday. We'll be back next week.
Oh my gosh, man. I must hit the wrong button. I know, man. Oh, man. But listen, we needed a blooper reel, so you know what? We got a lot of bloopers happening. But listen, again, we mess up, but we still try to get it right. I don't know where my claps went.
It's the yellow one, dude.
Which one? This one?
No, next one.
This one?
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're You've
been doing the same yellow one
for
all the shows.
Oh my gosh. Listen, ladies, listen, I promise you we do love you and we care. So
I don't know, apparently you booed them all and then you left them all.
I know. We did it. I was messed up though.
Oh man.
But anyway, sorry for the technical difficulties.
Well, that's okay. Listen, that's okay. Here. It happens. But listen, I mean, like I said, a happy Mother's Day to all who are with us and those who have, not been with us anymore, but the great memories last.
Absolutely.
And we had started getting into a little bit of talk. Obviously, we're going to get into the Sixers. We're going to get into they got a big game tonight, 8:00 to wrap up the Mother's Day. Looking to tie the series at 2. I know the game performance they had on Friday night was one that brought a lot more hope back to Sixers fans. Of course, as we got into it too, I like to talk a little about the Phillies and their struggles. And we were having a fun back and forth before we got into it. But obviously, since we were having those technical difficulties, I'm going to go back. Coach, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. All is good.
We got some good laughter.
Everything's going well. Rain stinks. Other than that, I'm good.
The rain has been awful. And, if you missed it, it was good. Jay said there may have been a storm there. And I said, I guess there might have been one.
Could have been some kind of storm.
Jay, how are you doing aside from the technical issues here?
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, in the multitude of things that I do, sometimes, you know what? We got a new show coming. Well, not a new show, but we're kind of bringing it back to life. Doing something with the kids in the community, man. It's called the Mr. Bryce Neighborhood Show.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to be highlighting, just talking with some kids, talking with some community members in the neighborhood, whether it's here in Voorhees, Cherry Hill, whatever, or Penns Grove or whatever. So just kind of highlighting some things. So we're doing some testing during the week. And, I guess I left the settings a little differently than where I'm here at the home studio. So, but either here or there, I'm doing well. Don't like the rain, but love the fact that it did rain because my grass seed is going to grow.
Yeah, I know.
So the whole time it's raining, I was like, yeah, that's right. Soak that seed.
Chasing the window, cheering it on.
Seed, you know what I mean? I will say though, listen, sometimes with these rains and these storms, man, like we had a tree come down, man. Lost electric for about a good 7-8 hours.
Yeah, when did that finally come back on yesterday?
It's like 3:45,
wow.
4:00.
Okay.
Man. So at least when I noticed it, I mean, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, at first we went out, but I'm home and I'm like, you know what? Because you got teased that it was a little warm, right? But it was cold yesterday.
It was raw.
And when no heat's on, it just slowly started getting a little chilly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, though, doing well. I had a good meeting yesterday. So several good meetings. But yeah, doing well though. Doing well. Appreciate you.
Oh, that good. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We do. So again, we got the buttons all worked out though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to. All right.
I don't know why I kept going here. It's here. Okay, but I'm colorblind, coach. So I don't. You said yellow. I'm like,
you have to tell him like the second row,
got it.
first one, second row. That's the best way to.
So it's this row. Now I thought I hit this one though.
No.
Oh, it's always that one. Okay. All right. I need to label it though. That's just part of it.
But you know what though? That is going to go in the let's get it blooper reel.
Oh, it has to.
So it's okay.
Oh, it has to.
Well, listen, we were talking. Obviously, the Sixers have the huge game tonight. Friday night, the return of Joel Embiid. I mean, you just saw the difference that he makes for this team. Just his presence. I mean, his numbers obviously were strong, but it's what he does in the spacing of the floor. The ability, and I think obviously as other players on the team see, they just have a heightened sense of confidence. And I think the pressure is alleviated. Obviously, Danny Green was able to show up and was 7 of 9 from threes. I mean, him and George Niang were nowhere to be found the first 2 games of the series. It makes me feel good about it. I still think that it's going to be a very challenging game tonight. I wouldn't be shocked if the Sixers lose tonight. But yeah,
you got to stop this defense mechanism that you do. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be shocked if they lose.
No,
I'm going to be shocked and pissed, you know what I'm saying, if you lose. It's a big game. And you need to come to play. It's a tough game, though. You're right.
Yeah.
It is a tough game because, of course, that game 3, I feel like the home team always wins that game 3, right? But then that game 4, now that they're going to make adjustments. They've been in Philly for a little bit now. They have adjusted to the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
got himself a cheesesteak yesterday. They're good.
What's going to happen? So, hopefully the good thing is that Embiid can play a whole lot better. So that's one of the good things. And hopefully Harden can play a lot better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm okay with how he plays though. I'm not discouraged by it. He's a point guard. I mean, and I still think he's giving you more than Ben.
That's true.
Well, that's more than Ben.
I mean, Coach, what are your thoughts? I mean, the way that Harden's been playing this playoffs, has brought up a lot of questions of is he worth the long-term deal? I mean, obviously he's going to opt in for the 1 year that he has because it's 1 year, $45 million or whatnot that it's settled for. He'd be dumb not to. But Coach, what are your thoughts on right now?
I mean, I hope he does opt in because then that gives us another year to kind of figure out where he's at. Hopefully he ends this year, whenever the season ends, without any, crazy injuries. So then he can have a full off season of doing whatever he does. And we can come back next year and see where he's really at. A lot of people are still saying the hamstring's an issue, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I definitely think he's not the player that he was when he was an MVP candidate in Houston, but I still think he's a solid player. Like I have no problem with him, signing a longer term deal, not a max deal, but a longer term deal, because I think he's going to be a good point guard moving forward. He's not a $50, $60 million guy, and we can't pay him like that after next year. But I think he's a guy that you want on your team. I think he's a guy that makes Maxi's life easier, and I think he's shown that. So I think he's a guy we want to keep, but I'm not. I think once we understand that he's not the same guy he was in Houston, then you look back and you say, okay, well then he's still pretty productive with what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the other night I have to look, but I think he had 18, 9, and 8. He's almost triple-double every night.
That's great numbers for point guard.
It is, and that's the thing, though. But like you said, people are still looking at James Harden as that James Harden. And, when he's not able to get by people as quickly or he struggles, they say, what is this version? Harden sucks, blah, blah. No, like you said, he's definitely giving you a lot more than Ben Simmons. I think the biggest thing, as I said, is, when Daryl Morey brought him in, and we've said this before on other shows, he didn't look at this season as the title season. I think he looked at, okay, we can make a run, and maybe, but I can put the pieces around next year with Harden in place.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this was a let's get him here now so that we can see what we need moving forward. I also think, though, however, I think Morey thought he was getting Houston James Harden.
Well, yeah, I mean, Morey's view of James Harden is a little skewed. I had an interesting point. Go ahead, Jay. I was listening to
I think he might be a little hurt, though.
I think he could be, too.
He's a little hurt, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you don't slow down that much. But I
wasn't in shape. Like, this has been a poor season for him. You know what I'm saying? That's fair, right? So he didn't come in shape, which speaks volumes to what his or what he was feeling, kind of going into the season, because everybody was loving Brooklyn with Kyrie, Durant, but he must have known some stuff behind the scenes that was a little like, hey, there's going to be some issues or problems or something like that. You know what I mean?
You're right.
So he must have known something behind the scenes. So he didn't come in motivated. But I think a James Harden that's motivated, and in shape and not, messed up from the injury and stuff like that. I think he's a very, very good lead guard. That I still need you a piece away. And some bench help.
That's the issue too. I mean, like we talk about, like with the Sixers, he's averaging 21, 7, and 10. I mean, if anyone's going to sign up for that from your point guard,
those are the numbers that we wanted Ben to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he's shooting like Ben too, though. I mean, right? So, like, because his numbers.
Well, no, because he's shooting.
No, I'm just saying, but his numbers are poor. But that's not James Harden's numbers, right? So his shooting percentage will go up.
I would think so.
I think so. I mean, I brought up. There was a good point though that when that 1 year when he wanted out of Houston and he let himself go way out of shape. People are saying, I don't know if his body has responded since that, and he's able to get him, because they were talking about him getting himself back in shape this season and being more like that player that, not that version, but being able to get himself in better shape. But they were saying that maybe he hasn't rebounded since then.
Well, that year when he went to Brooklyn, he was an MVP candidate.
Right.
Because, I mean, until he got hurt, that was the year that Embiid got hurt. Everybody got hurt but Joker.
Right.
and Harden was in the running for that at that time. So I don't know. I don't think he's ever really recovered from the hamstring.
Yeah, I think he's still struggling with that. Yeah. And
I don't know. Like, the only thing that really can help that is just a full off season of dealing with it the right way.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with Harden right now. I mean, do I wish he was Houston Harden? Of course, but that's not what we have. And I still think we can win this series with him playing just like he's playing right now.
Yeah.
The next series, I don't know about that, but I still think we can get past this one.
And do we want the Houston Harden? Because then that kind of neuters Embiid. That fair to say?
I think it takes away more from Maxey than Embiid. Because I think
that's fair.
That's a good point.
I think. And let me say this. Instead, I shouldn't say the Houston. I mean the Houston explosiveness.
Okay.
Not maybe the way he's playing, but just I don't know. And it's just a lot of it's mindset. And I mean, he's obviously older, but I don't think James Harden's our issue. He's not the problem. If we don't win this series, I don't think it's going to be because of James Harden.
No, I hate to say it. I think that it'll be because of Doc. I hate to say it though.
Well, that's a piece of it. I mean, I think like
that's a big piece. Though.
You alluded to it though, Marcus, is that the inconsistency from the bench and the role players. I mean, you look at a team like, and obviously very good teams, but like I was watching the Bucks and the Celtics yesterday. Mm-hmm. These teams are bringing guys off the bench that are contributors, that are able to contribute consistently. We're bringing in guys who, you don't know what you're going to get in and night out.
Why does Korkmaz have a contract?
He didn't play awful in game 2.
No, yeah, 2 was actually 2 is what kept him in for a little bit because it was the one. I think it was the third or second quarter. He hit like 3 threes. I'll have to go back and check it out.
But no, I'm with you. But he's not and I don't know why we don't have it, but we don't have guys like I think Boston, for example. I think Boston's playing 8 guys,
right? And
they're 8 guys that can play. Like you have no worries about what they're going to do. You have guys like Grant Williams who are doing a great job on Giannis.
Right.
Guys like that who, Grant Williams shooting 40% from 3. Like we don't have anybody like that at all.
Right. That's true.
Anybody. Like even our benches, like who would be our 6th man?
I thought it was Niang.
Right. And he's kind of fallen off.
Right, a little bit. You're right.
Big time. Right. And the thing is though too, is with not just we're not sure what we're getting offensively. You have no defense coming off of that bench. Yeah. And all the very good teams that go to that next level, like you talk about Grant Williams, and that's what I was watching yesterday. Like these guys are able to intermingle, in the lineups. You don't have the right word, but they don't lose a whole lot. They're able to bring guys in and get productivity from them. Because even a lot of times with your bench, you're not looking for your bench necessarily for the offense. You're looking to be able to take out, give your main guys a breather, and be able to sustain wherever you're at. So,
Yeah, I tell you, one thing I do want to say is, Matisse, don't put yourself in that position again. I listen, I'm not here to judge, whatever, but just don't put yourself in that position because, he's not been playing well.
No, he hasn't.
But we need his defense. We need, especially on Hero. He's doing too much.
He did a good job on Hero in game 3.
In game 3,
yeah.
it was a better job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there was some points where Hero got loose, and
I think
he
you
had
got
like 2 or 3 threes.
But you got to give him credit to him. I mean, Hero was just able to work through it and get himself
I'm not
the
giving him
buckets.
shit.
I think, and we talked about earlier. I think if they're running everything for Hero, I think that benefits us. That benefits the Sixers.
Absolutely.
Because then you're not like, I think the guys on the Heat that worry me is Jimmy and Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and here's what I mean by that. Jimmy can, I feel like, and I don't know why he doesn't, feel like Jimmy's probably hurt, but I feel like Jimmy can go score whenever he wants.
Yes.
If he wanted to. He's got Tobias on him. Tobias is doing a great job. I think Tobias is playing great, but he can't, in a normal situation, he can't guard Jimmy Butler.
Right.
And I think Bam just presents so many different matchup problems because of his versatility that he worries me a little bit.
Can he shoot the 3?
No, he can't really shut up, but he can handle the ball. He can attack. He can shoot a little mid-range.
Very athletic.
Right. So in a switch, I feel like that would be a problem. But if they're going to run stuff for Hero isn't going to be efficient. He's going to take bad shots. He's gonna he may score 25, but they're gonna lose by 20. Right. So I feel like if they're running stuff for him, that benefits us.
I tell you, and they haven't really even pulled out the secret weapon, which is Duncan Robinson.
What?
He hasn't. I haven't really seen him.
He's played 1 minute.
I haven't seen him, so I'm not sure what's that, but he's their X factor.
He struggled this season.
Did he?
Big time.
If he gets going,
yeah, he can get going.
If you're Doc, and go ahead. If you're Doc, would you look, like, for example, would you look to maybe giving a guy like an Isaiah Joe some run?
Hell no. Emphatically, hell no.
I would go Shake before I go.
Hell yeah. He's down. We already doing the B-ball Paul, and it's worked out. I thought.
Well,
he's been okay. Somewhat okay, right?
No, he's been fine from what you expected.
Yeah.
I mean, DeAndre Jordan has just
that was a disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster.
I'm actually shocked there's no Paul Millsap.
I thought this would be a good series.
Yeah.
I'm shocked about that. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see Paul Millsap over DeAndre.
I thought this is the series to do it because there's no true bigs.
No true bigs, right? So I don't understand it. But I think ultimately, Doc, and that's the thing with the Sixers. That's why I double back with the comment about Embiid being in the game too long last time with the injury, because even when the Sixers have a lead, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah,
right.
I was not comfortable after he made the dunk. I was comfortable.
Right.
Before he made the dunk,
I agree.
I was not comfortable.
And then the play, he got hurt the next
play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but in this last game, think about it. I mean, this was like a back and forth game a little bit. Sixers go up by a little bit, but we know basketball is a game of runs, right? So they're gonna make their run, this and that, but. I just thought they played very well. I thought they defended home court. People were a little down on the Sixers because of the 2 games in Miami. But, the positive was what? They did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, they did.
Team's supposed to win on their home court, yo.
Yeah.
So you did what you're supposed to do. So now Philly got to follow suit. It's the game 5. You're going to have to steal something.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, because otherwise it's just going to go back and forth like ping pong. You're going to end up losing game 7 on the road.
But this late game, this 8:00 start, I don't like it.
I think
it.
You like it?
I like it.
Like it for? I don't know. I don't like
it.
I don't know.
I think this is a different team.
Okay.
I think this is a different team. I think they're made up a little bit differently.
Okay.
I think Embiid's definitely different.
Yes.
And I mean, I don't know. I think you're not relying on fool's gold. Like Maxi's Maxi's Maxi. You got Tobias is playing solid.
Right.
Joel's doing his thing. And like I said before, Miami's not playing well.
We're not playing well, right?
No.
So it helped. That helps.
Right.
And it's not a game 7. If it's a game 7, I
Right.
wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't like
Game
it.
7, let's play like 6 a.m.
Right.
No. I mean,
I don't know. And you know, it's almost like, you know what? It's concern like you get concerned for Harden down in Miami. Right? That's the
Yes.
concern, right?
well, I mean, he already had friends at the game.
Did he really?
Yeah. You know, if you know what I mean.
Oh my
Some of
God.
his dancer friends.
Nah, that's right. I heard that.
You know.
I think that's like a Photoshop thing.
Maybe, but I thought it was funny because they handed him a Jimmy Butler jersey.
Yeah, you know. But I don't know.
But I mean, on the other hand, you know, to relieve some stress for him.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't want no back injuries though, so I don't know. You know what I mean? So
Oh, it's not good for the hamstring
no,
either, brother.
yeah, listen, it's stupid. I still like our chances. You know, if it wasn't so late, I'll be honest with you. I might even go.
Yeah,
It's a late game.
That is,
The
because-
the game's not ending till 11.
right.
Okay, so by the time you get home and yeah, it's not.
And if let's say it's a wild finish and you're amped
Right.
up,
right, and
you
I could probably sneak and you know maybe call in and say, hey, listen, you know, something weather related.
Well,
or
not now
something.
you can't.
But no, well, yeah, and I couldn't do that anyway because I'm going to post that I was at the game and stuff. So
yeah, you know, you have to.
that's going to happen.
I don't know.
right?
You're a
So-
man who knows how to move.
No, but
you
I'm going
know.
to post.
Okay.
I'm going to post.
So you think you are going to head down or no?
It's too late. It's a late game.
Okay.
I can't do it. 8:00 games is only meant for Friday and Saturday. I cannot do that on.
I think that is tough though too
on a
for a lot of
Sunday.
people. Like
It's a tough game.
I think the 3:00 and the 6:30 start would be.
Yeah, I was surprised that it was 8.
That's what I'm saying. I thought
'Cause the
it's
first game's
3:30,
3:30.
especially on Mother's Day,
Yeah.
right?
The
There's
first one's-
always
The first one's
Mother's Day.
early.
Yeah,
3:00. What's that? What's the first one?
the 3
Oh,
o'clock. I think it's 3 or
3:30.
3:30. The
Yeah.
Suns and
So
Mavs.
right. So I don't understand.
But
But
6:30, I think would be a perfect time.
yeah.
You know, and then
Or that's 7:00. Or I think I always know it to be 3:30, the 1 and 3:30 on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
But hey, whatever. But they probably did 8:00 because they know people's gonna be out. You know, I mean, you can't say, "Hey, mom, I got tickets to the game." Tickets are for you,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tickets
you
are
know,
for you. You know what I mean?
You know.
So
Yeah, I mean, see, it's too cold. Usually have a tradition of going down to see the Phillies on Mother's Day. That's what my mom and I usually do.
okay,
But it
okay.
is too cold to drag out there.
Can't do it.
No, I remember I took my mom out one year on Mother's Day, and I mean, she was a trooper
Okay.
because it was cold and rainy.
Mm.
She's like, I'm real cold, man. I'm real cold. I said, "What do you want to go home?" Like I got really mad because I mean, when it comes to the games,
Yeah.
and we stayed, ended up winning in extra innings.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a great one. It was a
Oh.
great one, but a shout out to her. But I know we'll get
Yeah.
down there in the warmer weather.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but going back to real quick, when you talked about Doc, now, and if we lose this series, it's going to be because of Doc.
Well, I said he gets a lot of blame. He's going to get a lot of blame. There's going to be other facets,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately, I think you have to look at him.
Okay, so we've kind of brought this up before.
Mhm.
So let's say Sixers lose tonight. Doc has some questionable coaching decisions. All right, Sixers go down 3-1, probably end up losing in Miami, and they're out 4-1. Does Doc return?
Now, so you notice there's it was like a silence, quietness when you ask that question. Sixers go down 3-1. That it's some shit that just can't happen. That can't happen. I don't even want to think because that can't happen.
Oh, I mean,
Me personally, I can't think about that right now.
okay.
Because that can't happen. I don't even want to get my mind fixated on it because that shit can't happen. They have to win tonight or the series is over.
Yeah, it does. But I'm playing devil's advocate and
Yeah,
saying if they go down 3-1, Doc, Doc makes some questionable decisions, some questionable lineup rotations. He does having his bench in for way too long, or does he return if the Sixers lose a 4-1 series?
I mean, I think he does because you're the 4 seed playing the 1 seed.
Right.
You didn't have Embiid for 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Harden's it's not a full. You haven't had your full roster all season. I think there's a lot of reasons why you can justify bringing him back, and I don't know if if they lose 4-1, it's gonna have to be some wild stuff happening. Like something major in this series is gonna have to change. Because even if they lose tonight, which I don't think they will, I can't see them going down 4. I can't see it being 4-1. I just don't see that.
So you see them getting the game in Miami.
If they, I don't think they lose in 5.
So if they lose tonight, you think they'd come back and find a way to pull that one out of Miami?
I would think so. Yeah,
and bring it back.
Yeah,
it's fair.
I would think so. I just don't. I think the Sixers are too. I don't want to say too good. I think they're playing too well, and I think Miami's not playing well enough for them to just turn it on like that. But I think Doc comes back unless Doc decides he doesn't want to come back.
Right.
And that would be because of a Lakers job, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if he opted out. It really wouldn't.
I think it's a good situation for Doc. I mean, I think you're right. I think I agree with your assessment of, maybe they didn't think they make a run at it this year, but next year is the year. Okay. So, and we as fans, we're competitors, so we want this year to be the year. But realistically, next year could be fine too. But I don't want to go down. I don't want to go down to Miami 3-1.
No, and I think the other thing too is every year that we don't meet expectations is another year is of wasted Joel Embiid.
And see, that gets magnified because of of his importance. But we have to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He seems to be getting better as he gets older.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like this was the first year that he played. I mean, this injury that he just had that's not a torn ligament in his knee. That's somebody punching you in your face. Like there's nothing you can do about that. So I feel like he's taking better care of his body. I think he's gotten more serious about it. So I'm hopefully like all these little, I don't want to call them soft injuries, but like the injuries that like keep him out for long periods of time, hopefully he's figuring out how to move his body better.
Yeah.
And I think he might need surgery on that. I think that, he's just being tough. And that's where I think he's separate from Ben.
There's no question.
Well, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Fair to even put him in the same boat.
Ben with the back injury. And here's the thing I do know about backs. Once you have a problem with it, they don't ever seem to be right.
Especially if you have surgery.
Yeah.
Right. It don't seem to ever be right. You know what I'm saying? That's like for years in regular people, athletes, anything. The back it's almost similar to the knee a little bit.
I think it's worse.
I think you might be
right.
And
now because you can re-strengthen the knee, you can do a lot of things like that.
That's true. But the back is a funny thing.
The back controls everything. Like
now
that core area controls everything.
Right.
Now, speaking of the back, and obviously I don't even think we had a chance to talk about the back surgery because I don't know, I'm sure if we did or not. But isn't that interesting how that comes out now? And for that trade to have gone down, Ben would have had to pass the medical, the physical. Mm-hmm. And don't you think that would have been found prior to the trade?
Well, backs are funny, right? How can a doctor diagnose you that you're having back pain unless you say something?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Other things you can see a little bit, but the back, you're based upon you.
Yeah, somebody's saying, yeah, but I would think you'd go through a full physical.
Yeah, but if you take back pain meds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ben would have did anything to get traded out of
Vegas. Absolutely. Do you think obviously I know that he's
anything.
I know he's in Brooklyn now. Do you think that he does play for Brooklyn next year?
I think he does. I think they're sick of him though.
Yeah, I think he plays. But I forget, one of the Jay Williams or somebody said it. As a teammate, even if he comes back fine next year, aren't you just sitting there thinking, all right, when are you going to quit on us?
Of course. That's a great point.
As soon as something goes wrong, you're done now. You're done here now. Like that.
That's a great point.
And then I think he backstepped too, though, and he's I apologize. I was a little too hard on him.
That
You
was
know.
yeah.
You know.
You're right. But
So-
like,
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you
but,
know.
like what?
Well,
I mean, as Ben, like, why? I guess my thing with the whole thing is, if you needed back surgery, just get the back surgery.
Yeah.
Why are you sitting here? I'm gonna play game 4. I'm ready game 4. I'm ready game 3. I'm ready game 4.
Right.
I'm not ready game 4. Oh, now 2 days later I need surgery. Like,
Right.
just get the surgery.
yeah,
Right.
move on.
Like, you know, and I think that just goes to him having to be the center of attention all the time
Yes.
and having his name involved in things. And I think once, you know, when it was I'm gonna play game 4 and everybody started talking about it, I think he loved that. But then when he said, I can't play, and then he took that backlash, I think for him it was like I have to have surgery,
Yeah,
so everybody can believe me that it's real. It's
But-
got to be real.
But he loves the attention
Right.
regardless. I mean, like it's like when he's sitting on that bench, you got the whole team, whoever's on there got black polos, black, and he's out there in his flamingo outfit.
Yeah. Some people they crave that. They need that.
Yeah.
You know, this is like part of their, you know, their self-esteem.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The one thing about Benjamin, that I don't like weak, soft people, especially weak, soft ball players. That's the main thing. I don't like weak, soft ball players.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to play a game or play a sport, you have to be,
It'll be tough.
and whatever you lack in physicality, you better make up in mental toughness. Like, mentally strong. Ben is not mentally strong. He will falter each and every time when the pressure gets in there. So that's the thing. You know, I think you're right though, Coach. I think you're absolutely right. I think that, you know, them going down 3-0, he was like, yo, there's too much pressure. Wait a minute. No, they're going to be looking at me to make a difference and be a savior. And that's not me. No, I can't do it. No, I can't. I got to figure something
Right.
out. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure something out. So then he said he wasn't playing. Then Rich Paul flies in. Then they say he still has the mental health challenges that are contributing to the physicality challenges. And it's like, okay, now his doctors now, and my knee is connected to the hip bone and the hip bone to the tailbone. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, enough is enough already. But now, and then, so even then, when they said that the mental hurdles and challenges, it still was no mention of back surgery. I feel like back surgery came out of nowhere.
Well, that's what I said. Like how it just,
I feel like it came out of nowhere.
you know, and like you said, you know, if you're a teammate of Ben Simmons, you look like, okay, well, when is it going to be that, you know, it gets to you too much, or
And then he posted something on Instagram.
Yeah, the
Him
goofball.
Coming
Got a
out.
great surgery.
Yeah, coming.
Like, I mean, that's what it was.
Coming out. So, and here is how he is so self-absorbed. Everybody's killing you, dude, and you still going on social media. Right. Like you. He's like, yo, listen, I don't care. I have 1 million followers, so I don't care if 999 of them, that 1,000. Like, you really need this. He really wants, and I started analyzing, and that's what happens, right? Us as fans, we just start to analyze different things and mannerisms that they do, right? So the fact that he had the Louis thing, which was hot though. I mean, the Louis out, it was hot. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? And I could even see that coming back to Philly. Like, yo, you gonna want to have your best shit on. I can get that. But when I started looking at it, he didn't want to be a part. He wanted to stand out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is absolutely right. Like, every outfit was just
Bright.
bright,
Everything was bright.
right.
And their
And
colors are black and white.
right. And he purposely did that.
And he sat in the. He didn't. Most guys sit at the end of the bench.
He sat in the
Sat
middle.
right in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, little small things into people's personalities. So Ben's got some mental health joints going on. And I think, well, who's he with? Is he with Kylie Jenner or something? Who's
he
with?
was
It
with.
was, I think now.
Now he got a girl that looked like her.
Oh, really?
Like
They look-
Kendall.
Oh, he was with Kendall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah, I don't like Benjamin. I used to like him. He's soft though. I'd take Markelle Fultz back over Benjamin.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dare I say, if he was a ball player or if they were playing the same sport, we're just talking about the sports figures, I would take Carson Wentz over Benjamin.
Oh, amazing how you brought him in here again. I mean,
that's a tough one, right?
Tough one.
I mean,
but I would rather deal with him.
Carson would get on
you know
the
what?
field.
That would be a great debate.
He would get on the field.
He would play.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The things that they were saying last year in the playoffs, that just was true. He was scared, and I just can't.
I mean, it's a great question though. Who would Philly fans rather deal with again, Ben Simmons or Carson Wentz?
Well, there's still. I mean, that's easy.
It's Carson.
It's Carson.
I mean,
you still have a faction of fans that don't understand why he's not
right.
here.
Oh yeah,
that
I do. Listen, I got to get him. Listen, come football
and
season.
You may
again,
have membership. You know what I'm saying?
I know that I was a part of that, affiliated with that allegiance, but I told you I did not pay my dues this year. I did not. And I told you it's funny. I can't believe that they signed another guy named Carson Strong, who's a quarterback.
Who, the Eagles?
Yeah, like you think they would have just kind of said, what, we're not going to go down that road again.
No, well, Howie's doing a great job over there.
He had a very good draft and a very good.
Howie's a great GM.
He's doing a good job. I'm glad. Oh, so you see it now.
That was in quotes.
Yeah, he had a very solid year. I'll tell you one thing. I'm excited for them.
Oh.
I mean, just for the Eagles, so they had a very good draft.
So, hey, listen, you know what? I'm gonna tell you how a lot of y'all are a whole lot alike, and I'm saying y'all as the Philly fan, Eagle fan. Guy I work with, Harry. He's works in the computer room at the school, right? He comes in, he's got his Eagle jacket on and shit. And I see him, I say, Harry, Howie did good, right? He's a good GM, right? He said, oh, yeah. He did a good job. He finally did a good job this time. I said, oh, that's it.
Yeah, Harry knows what's up. I mean, Harry knows.
Damn, you cut the man a break, man. You know what I mean?
Harry knows what's up.
I'm saying he's a good GM. Why is that bad? Why is that bad?
All right, so okay. Well,
you said he's a great GM. I said he's good.
He's a very good one. Is that fair? It's a very good GM.
I'm saying yes. Yeah, he has to be a GM. As long as he's got to be very good.
Yeah. Very good. Right.
I'll give him the edge towards the very good GM. I'm not going to say he's a great GM, but I will say I can agree that he's very good GM.
Very good to great.
But not even just that. Like, also, the way that you see the players gel and gravitate towards Jalen Hurts is pretty cool to see. I mean, like AJ Brown.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool to see that you seem to be warming up to him a little.
Well, listen, I told you I never was against the man. No, I just need to see more.
I recall you on the show saying, I can't. He's horrible.
He had horrible moments. Yeah, but I wasn't ready to get rid.
I can't.
I wasn't ready to get rid of him.
You broke character. You said I can't. I just can't.
Listen,
I just can't.
I'm not ready to get rid of him. Not ready to get rid of him.
I just can't. So listen, they love playing with him, right?
They do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're gonna figure it out.
Well,
hopefully
I'll be able to throw the damn ball down the field.
And that's true. Listen,
but imagine if they had Peterson with this group, right?
I don't know, but Sirianni, seems to, as the flowering and all the seed that he's been putting down, like seems to starting to be something coming together.
Hey, listen, I thought that whole hire was a laughing stock.
Yes.
It's respectable.
I think it still was a laughing stock until Sirianni said, you know what? F this. I got to do my own thing.
I do my shit, right?
And he did. When he
this
started.
This is going to be my only shot at this. If I mess up, I'm done.
I'm done.
So let me just do my thing.
Because even now, the way he's been, like, I think he's done enough that at some point, even if this doesn't work out, he's going to get another opportunity.
Yes.
So, it's going to be interesting.
Because, with some coaches, sometimes, particularly even with the African-American coaches, you get one shot.
You get one shot.
Like Derek Fisher will never coach again. He will never be a head coach.
That's for a lot of reasons, but yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah. But he won't even do I think he can possibly be an assistant somewhere, maybe.
He's doing really well in the WNBA.
Is he really?
Yeah.
As a coach? Or
Yeah.
what?
He's the head coach of the Spark, Los
Oh,
Angeles.
I didn't even know that.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay. Oh, so and they're doing pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I take that back.
Well, no, I mean he'll never coach in the NBA again.
At all?
No.
Okay. Just for simple the Matt Barnes thing.
Well, that and because of the Knicks thing.
The next thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
The
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. But yeah. I never liked Derek Fisher anyway.
Yeah.
I never liked him.
I mean, I always thought he was solid.
He
He
was
was
a solid
a
player,
decent
yeah.
player, but I just never liked
I
him.
like
Yeah.
the way his jump shot looks. I
Yeah.
like any of that.
I didn't like the way he celebrated. You know, I didn't like any of that. I didn't like none of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I always thought. Now I don't know, like I said, with him, I felt like because of his like size, like he built his body wrong for the type of player that he was, and I feel like he tried to like make himself too big. I mean, he still hit shots, but
Yeah, I
Wait,
wasn't. I don't know if I was. I don't know. I just didn't like that motherfucker.
Tough.
I
Okay,
just didn't
fair
like
enough.
that.
now I mean,
Just
like I was
didn't
saying,
like
we had briefly touched on too about the Celtics and the Bucks. When you look at, I was watching that game last night, and when you look at that series, like you just like you're saying, like I don't know how even if we move on, we could be either one of those teams. I would rather face. I don't know. I mean, I don't know which one I'd rather face because they're both very good. Giannis is just
They
unreal.
have no answer for Embiid. Milwaukee. The only reason why Boston is in this series is because Middleton is hurt.
I don't know, man. Boston Boston
Boston's
is
good, man.
they're
Milwaukee's up 2-1, and they don't even have their superstar. The other superstar
They should be down 2-1 because they got cheated yesterday.
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But I'm with you. But no, I think Milwaukee's the best team. I think Milwaukee would beat. Milwaukee might repeat,
They could.
They're so good.
but I still think Boston's really good. And I think Boston is the team, like they have everything we don't.
Mhm.
So, like, who the hell's going to guard Jason Tatum? Who's going to guard Jaylen Brown? Like, we don't have answers
Right.
for
See,
that.
I think Tatum's gonna get his shit, right? But I think Matisse can neutralize him. But I think Tatum's gonna get
But that
his
means
shit.
Matisse has to be on the court, which is scary.
Which is
Right,
scary.
because then you get zero offense.
Right.
You
So
know.
I think that we'll be okay with the thing about Milwaukee without Middleton. They that's why they're having these issues. I think Boston's really good. Like
I don't know,
Boston. They know how to make the best out. Like Al Horford,
As he's just
That-
rejuvenated. He almost had triple double
That's where
yesterday.
he should have never
I
left.
should have never left.
Yeah.
Right, he should have never left. That's where his name became.
Yeah.
Like wow.
I mean,
Like,
last
he was tough in Atlanta too, but really
Really, Boston.
Boston.
right. It's 17 and 15 yesterday.
Oh,
He was-
yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Is he
But
a Hall of Famer?
is Al Horford a Hall of Famer?
No.
Off the top of my head, without looking at it.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers. I mean, I think he's going to be that Hall of very consistent for many years.
That's fair.
You know,
Was he a no?
he was a 2-time All-Star, I believe.
2-time.
Yeah,
All-Star.
but
that's
not enough.
That's
He's-
not enough.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, but he always one of those
He
guys.
never won, right? Never won a championship.
No.
No,
No, he's
No.
not.
and he's never been like that go-to guy. He said Al Horford led the team.
He's not off.
He's been very good though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Some teams. He's really improved his game. I think that's
Well,
why I like
what's
him.
made him so good is his passing ability has improved
Right.
and his jump shot. His
We,
catch
we,
and
we
shoot.
had him in the bubble. That's when we had him, right? In the bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's able to hit that 15, 17 footer now
Mhm.
easy. And even now he's hitting threes too.
He's been doing that.
You
Like I
know.
said, he was really good in Boston.
But
I mean,
that was
really good. Like if he stayed in Boston, he could have turned his career around. And,
yeah.
I mean, he was really good in Boston, and that's why he's doing well now. Like they missed him. Like that team is just they're a great collection of players.
They are. And I mean, even in general, though, like I said, the NBA this year has had very good playoffs, and especially this round. I mean, because yesterday's game, I really no true investment besides just a fan.
Right.
And I didn't take my eyes off of it. The game last night, the Warriors came out and blew out the Grizzlies, but I mean, it was 142-112.
Wow.
But even just then, as the entertainment value, the NBA is like, all right, we just had a team put up 140 points.
Right.
And I had mentioned to you, Coach, before the show started, that people are after Jordan Poole, saying that that he did a dirty play on John Morant last night. And you agreed with me, and I don't know, Jay, if you saw it, but what he was double teaming and kind of grabbed at Ja's knee, but I think he was trying to go for the ball, and now they're saying it's a dirty play. But like you said, it goes back to the Dylan Brooks play from earlier in the series. So
Steve Kerr, said that Dylan Brooks broke the code, amongst players of different things that, when guys are in the air, you don't hit them, different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ja retweeted the play of him getting hurt with Jordan Poole's hand on his knee and said broke the code. He then deleted it. So I don't know. I don't think it was a dirty play. If you watch it in real time, Jordan Poole goes for the ball, touches Ja's knee, and then lets go, and then goes for the ball again. It's not like he's yanking. He was on. It wasn't like he
So
I think
he grabbed it.
So he's grabbing. So I'd have to so he's on the side of Ja.
Excuse me. I know.
Okay, sorry.
I know.
He's on his side.
Okay.
And the ball's between Ja's legs. So he's grabbing for the ball. And at one point, he grabs and ends up getting his knee.
Like he hooked it.
Like on the kneecap.
Kind of
like
that. Yeah.
Right.
And then lets go and goes back for the ball.
But there was you could tell as soon as his hand was on the knee, he let go. It was nothing like he had it there that he there was nothing. Wasn't like he saw it, so. But I mean, the playoffs are great. I mean, you got the Suns and Mavs today. That's going to be another good one. Obviously the Sixers and Heat will be a good one. It's just good basketball now. And I think that is very important for the NBA. And it also, it's bringing light to some of the other stars. And people say, with the NBA, you don't have LeBron in the playoffs or anything. But I think it almost might be. I know the playoffs are better when LeBron's in there. But it gives the NBA this chance for the other stars to get this light shined on them. So,
Did you guys? I don't know if you did or not. Did you guys see what the NBA put on their Twitter or on their highlight, whatever it was, about Embiid and the MVP?
No.
Yeah, the Kia. Yes.
So after the game 3, it said Kia MVP Joel Embiid does XY 18 points, blah, 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 blah. And then they went, somebody obviously saw it, they started talking about it, and then they went back and said MVP finalist Joel Embiid.
Oh.
So we don't know if they let the cat out the bag or if somebody just messed up.
Well, there was also rumors, and I get too, that, the officials were supposed to be in the building game 3 and award Embiid the MVP.
Is it this early though? Well, usually that happens in the finals, the Western and Eastern Conference finals.
I feel like it's the semifinal. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. Well, you kind of want the guy to be playing.
Yeah, I mean, and it would have been like, hey, a good narrative. I mean, they could do it tonight. I mean, I don't know if they're going to, but you want to do it right before a big game, like Embiid gets his MVP award and then comes out and I think game 3 would have been the perfect. He comes back, he's got the mask on, he wins his MVP. The Sixers.
Have all the other awards been announced?
Well, I know,
defensive,
sixth man of the year, rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year.
And they all got. I mean, they all got him.
Did they do coach of the year yet?
They did not do coach of the year. I don't believe.
I feel like MVP is gonna be the last one they did.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, it was interesting how they leaked that out.
Right.
But we shall see.
That'd be big.
It would, and I think it would be well deserved and justified for Embiid. I mean, you just look at it in general. Like when we saw him during the regular season, when he was out, the Sixers were a fringe playoff team.
Right.
When he's in there, even game 3, they can compete with almost anybody.
Right.
But I mean, I'm just going back real quick to the Bucks and Nets. Giannis is just ridiculous.
Giannis is good. He's very good.
So good. So good.
I think he's the best player in the NBA.
I just don't want to say that.
Okay. Because of what? Because
what does he do well?
A little bit of this.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why and I agree. I think he's the best player in the NBA right now. But I just like guys that have skill. And not that he's not skilled, because you can't do what you're doing without skill, but doesn't shoot it great.
No, I mean,
it's just that's why. But no, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
I mean, I think the thing I love about him too is just I love the person that he is. Like he's hard not to like Giannis.
Yeah, I agree, because I didn't like him, and then when they won, and then he started doing all the interviews and the I want 50 Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Right, see,
and
that was
I'm
cool.
like,
Yeah,
I was
like
like,
even,
okay, I
even
like
last night, he
I
was
like
cool.
this guy.
Yeah. In his interview, they asked him about the ref, and he said to one of the guys, he said, what is it, $20,000 if I say something about the refs? And he goes, no, I need to buy more diapers. No, and he had his son with him.
He
Like,
talks about
you
how
know,
his Oreo thing and like,
oh
so, like,
man, that was a great
he's
story.
cool. I like
That was a great
I
story.
like Giannis. I did not like him before.
You heard that story, Jay?
What?
His Oreo story?
No.
Oh, when he first came over, I don't want to get it wrong.
It was something like he loved Oreos.
Mhm.
Loved Oreos, always eat Oreos, blah, 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 blah. Then one day somebody said, do you dip them in milk? And he looked at him like, what do you mean? No. And they were like, put them in milk.
Right.
So he's like, okay. And he dumped like a bag of them in milk. And then, so he starts taking them out and he's like, this is the best thing I've ever had.
Yeah. And he was like, but the way he was like explaining it during the story,
so detailed, it was great.
it was like such a little kid explaining it.
It was great.
And he's like, now I eat Oreos every night. That's my snack. And the funny thing is, he probably polishes off a container of Oreos every night. And he's a freaking specimen.
Yeah. I really just think that he's the best in the league right now. I think that I think people want to give it to KD because they want him to have some shine.
And because he's so skilled.
But I think also he's always played in LeBron's shadow.
For sure.
So he's never had his shining moment. And even when the shining moment it was in Golden State when he was hiding behind real killers. So he didn't really have his Giannis, to me, is what the NBA is what it's all about, overcoming the odds, not drafted high, coming up, superstar, and it's just phenomenal. Unguardable.
Just works.
Right.
He absolutely is. So, it's like I said before we always wrap up. I told you I gotta bring up my Phillies. I don't
know why.
Because of the struggle. They have 2 games today if they get them in because it's been the rain. But it's an early season struggles, and I know it's very early to be hitting the panic button.
Mm-hmm.
But if they lose 2 games today, I want to see the panic button hit.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Mets.
Who's pitching?
I'm not sure. I have to look.
Kyle Gibson against Max Scherzer.
So they're going to lose game 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have...
I like Kyle.
Stop it. Stop it.
I don't even... Who's Sanchez?
Oh, Sanchez. Or Suarez.
Sanchez.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't even know. It's a
Chris,
young guy.
Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah, so that,
He's number 61, so he stinks.
It's funny how you say that, but it's true.
Against Chris Bassett.
Who's been pitching really well. So, I mean, they could potentially be, I think, 9 games out of first after today if they lose both. And Joe Girardi's, I don't know. Listen, I know you listen,
man.
I know, but listen,
they've always sucked.
But this, I think that you need, if they lose both games today, I think you need to make the move, and Joe Girardi needs to be gone. But that's my opinion.
But, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like when you.
The roster's not that good.
That's
man.
what I was going to say.
You're
Not
not-
a
you're-
good team.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You don't have a good team. You
You
can't
have a
blame.
good team.
You can't blame.
No,
the
and
coach.
I just think it's not even just about. I think it's just Joe's mentality too right now, and it's interesting because a lot of Yankees fans, and we brought this up before, Jay, you and I talked about it. When he was a coach in New York, people say you're not going to like Joe. That that Joe is not what you think he is.
No,
So
right. Yeah, Joe was okay. He got us that ring, but
Yeah.
I didn't really want him.
yeah,
You know what I mean? We wanted Torrey to keep going.
well, yeah, most
You
people.
know what I'm
do.
saying? But and he could have kept going, but he had other, other things he wanted to do. But your team's not that good. I mean, listen, you're saying that Zach Wheeler's the ace. That's a problem right there. He sucks.
Oh,
And then but it's not to really me to really. I haven't really zoned in to
Well,
see
again,
what your
it's
problems are.
Again, it's
and-
baseball. I mean, it's just turned May.
Yeah, right. So
You
I
know.
haven't zoned in yet, but I will be zoning in soon with with this Castellanos and Real Muto and Bryce Harper. You know what I'm saying? You guys got some. You do have some bats.
We do, but we can't field the ball to save our life. And that's not on the manager.
That's what I'm saying.
But for example, I look at it like the other night. It was Thursday night. They had just lost 3 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They were up 7-1. First game of the series. You go out there. You don't take any chances. You put your closer out there.
Who's the closer?
What's it called? Right this year, Corey Knable.
Right.
So
garbage.
put him out there. He's solid. But you need to put him out there. You need to put him out there to start the inning. They don't. They go with another guy. 7-4 before you know it. They finally bring in Knable, and closers are creatures of habit. They need to start the inning, and they blew the game. They blew the game.
Which is and just my rebuttal. Why I'm saying this guy's garbage, because closers need to close the damn game. I don't give a fuck whether you start the inning or not. Close the damn game.
They're creatures of habit.
The creatures of habit to close the game. If I need 1 out in the 9th, give a fuck if you start the inning or not. Get that out, yo. Mariano Rivera gets that out.
Well, I mean, you're talking about.
I would even say Brad Lidge gets that out.
But you're about the GOAT.
But
not Brad Lidge.
No, I'm just saying Brad Lidge gets that out.
All right.
So I mean, I don't know if I buy the because he didn't start the inning, that's why he didn't, whatever. Number one, and then you were up 7-1. You were up 7-1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in a 7-1 inning, I'm sorry, in a 7-1 game in the bottom of the 9th, you got 3 outs. You wouldn't put your closer in anyway. Shit, he needs rest.
No, I get it, but I mean, you look at what a game that you had to have.
They had it. Who would have thought that the Mets was going to come back?
The Mets. We were talking about the Mets had a 99.9% chance of losing
that game.
I told you, if you put a $3 bet down,
you got 3,000.
You would have had 3,000. That was how crazy the odds were.
Because nobody would have bet that.
No,
7-1.
No,
with 3 outs remaining.
Oh,
I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that the Phillies they're just not a good team. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
They haven't been a good team for a long time.
They have not.
Yeah, I think putting some things back in place, getting Aaron Nola his due, and let him be the ace, because I'm sure he's pitching. How's he been pitching? Pretty good, right?
Pitching well.
He said that low too.
Well, because the thing is, this is what he does. But when it's come to August and September, he struggles.
Yeah, but when you've been in some races in August, September, what?
August.
Oh, okay. Oh, beginning of August.
So
we missed the play. Remember, we had that. It was one series at the end of the year last year that we.
Oh, right. That you had to have.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you said we. You on the fence.
I mean, that's
coming around.
It comes out of your
team. I mean, there's no team in New Jersey, so
yeah,
that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know what? So I don't know.
There is actually though. There's a Trenton Thunder, right? Isn't it?
That is a Trenton Thunder.
Go Thunder. I'm going to the game on Monday.
That's right.
Oh, Trenton Thunder.
That's right.
I'm lying.
Oh, okay. I mean,
but if you root for the
Trenton
Thunder,
though, actually.
Yeah, you like the Red Thunder?
I like minor league baseball. I enjoy minor league baseball.
Right.
Yeah.
So who's their affiliate?
Yankees. Yeah. Doesn't mean I root for the Yankees.
I'm just saying
So now how does that work?
What do you mean?
So if I want to, so the Trenton Thunder are in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm supposed to root for them, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then when pitcher A gets pulled up to the Yankees, what do? I don't like him anymore? How does that work?
No, I mean, you know what? Listen,
or should I just be a Yankees fan?
I don't know. I think baseball, it's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say it's not a good point. But it's minor league. It's almost like you're rooting for the Trenton Thunder is almost like rooting for Bishop Eustace. Yes. Yeah, still says it's up to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And then the players go. The team don't go.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So okay.
No, So that's the only difference.
No, that's fair
but
enough.
it's a good point though. It's a good point because then what if you develop some favorite players
Right.
and they go up to the Yankees? So I guess you could.
Become a Yankees fan.
You could.
You could.
I mean, I would suggest it. It wouldn't steer you wrong. I can tell you that much.
Probably a lot more fun to be a Phillies.
Oh, it sure is.
I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more fun. You're gonna have a lot more celebrations.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right. You missed 2009. What was that? 12 years ago? 13 years ago?
Isn't that crazy? 13 years ago.
13 years ago. Yeah. What a team that team was. That was a good team.
It was a good team.
Yeah. What was your favorite team besides that team? Because that team is your favorite team.
What, in 2018? 2008.
I keep saying 2009.
My favorite Phillies team?
That's when the Yankees beat them. I'm sorry.
Yes.
2000. They went back to back.
My favorite team otherwise had to be the 93 Phillies.
Okay, so besides the two Philly teams that had moments of glories and the 1980s team, what team where you was like, yo, I love the Phillies? What team was that? Like, who was on that team? Who's in the Phillies Hall of Fame?
I mean, you're talking about the years that they.
I'm talking about when you was a kid and he was like, yo,
okay.
Right. Like for me, for the Yankees, right? I could talk about Ron Guidry, right? Loved Ron Guidry. Loved Greg Nettles. Loved Willie Randolph. Dave Winfield. Them Yankee teams was garbage. You know what I'm saying? But that was still my team because I was,
So I think, trying to think.
I mean, for me, it's like that 93, but not because of that. It was the John Crux, the Darren Daltons, the Dave Hollins, the Mickey Morandinis, Juan Sant. Like,
you are a fan.
Well, I mean, like, so the fact and the fact that they won it, that they were there in '93. It wasn't. They had no business being.
They weren't supposed to be. They overachieved.
No, they were.
Okay.
It was beer league softball players went to the World Series.
Okay.
I mean, I think aside from those 2 years, I would say.
What's it? Ashburn? What's
well, that we're talking like the 50s.
That's Rich Ashburn.
Yeah.
Richie Ashburn.
Yeah. I mean,
Rick. What did he do? Nobody knows him. I don't know him. Where was he? Is he in the Hall of Fame?
No. No. He's actually more. I mean, he was a good ball player, but it was more so him and Harry Cowles as the announcing duo that really made his name.
Cowles gave him a name or something?
No, I mean, he was. I mean, like I said, Richie Ashburn was a solid player. I think he was a rookie of the year or something.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying he's more well known, I think, for him with Harry
2,500 hits.
Oh, that's wow. Not Hall of Famer though.
Still, it's a very solid career.
Yeah, very, very so.
Wow. Okay.
But like, so
I'm trying to think. Okay,
it's probably 93 though. It's probably
93. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Aside from that,
you were 8, right? 8, 9. How old were you in 93?
93. I was 8.
8. So it's probably that. It's probably that team, right?
Yeah. I mean, but like you said aside from those two teams, I want to say it was 90. There was when they had the Wolf Pack. I think it was like 99. Yeah, Randy Wolf was like our ace pitcher, and they had the Wolf Pack. That's what I'm gonna look it up.
Do you remember, Coach? Do you remember the Wolf Pack?
I was not a member of
it. I don't know. Yeah. Who called them the Wolf Pack?
No, that was a local. There was 4 guys, 4 or 5
at Randy's house.
No.
They had shirts made up.
I read the Wolf Pack.
Obviously,
the Wolf Pack.
Obviously, his name was Randy. So, and then there was about 4 or 5 guys, not including myself.
Who were they?
They were just fans who every time he pitched came out with Wolf masks on.
You said 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
The Wolf Pack.
It's a big stadium.
Right. 4 or 5, right. And they was playing at the Vet then. It wasn't even Citizens Bank. Right? Because the Vet was bigger than Citizens Bank, right? Was it? Yeah,
the Vet was like 65,000 people.
That's where everybody was playing.
Everybody, right.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to say. The early 2000s, yeah. I was going to say.
The Wolfpack.
Yeah.
So who was it? Who were the players?
No, the Wolfpack was not players.
Oh, you mean
the Wolfpack was the 4 or 5 guys in the stands?
Yeah.
For Randy, oh my God.
Yeah, because 2003, he was an all-star, 16-win season. Randy Wolf and the Wolf Pack. If we're going to go aside from.
I mean, he's garbage.
I mean, we were garbage. We were absolute garbage. You know, we had that. I mean, I remember when we signed Greg Jeffries, and I was excited for him to be our 4-hole hitter.
Yeah, Greg Jeffries is all right from the Mets.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then he was a Cardinal.
Yeah.
So I mean that we were trash though then.
Yeah.
So, well, listen, we'll see what happens.
My Ben. You've been trash for a while, man.
There's a reason why we had the most losses in Major League Baseball history.
Do you really?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, so we have been trash for a long time.
What was Richie Ashburn doing? Damn, what was he doing? Shit. He's so celebrated around here. You know what I mean? Richie Ashburn. You know what I mean? But hey, I think you had Cordell Washington at one time. I think.
I'd have to look.
Long time ago, if I'm not mistaken. Long time ago. But anyway, yeah. Listen, you know what? Listen, I tell you one thing I love about the Phillies: the logo, the P. The old school P. That light skin, light that I said light skin. That light blue jersey with that red P. It don't get no hotter.
No, that's the one thing we have going. That still may be the best throwback uniform that there is. So
it's up there.
It's up there.
That's what I'm saying. What's your favorite? I mean, the Yankees jersey would never go out of style.
Yeah, but I mean that's Yankee jersey is its own category.
Right.
So I wouldn't even. I think I used to love the Houston Astros.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The colors and that shit was hot, man.
And I always loved the Brewers logo.
The
Brewers have a powder blue that they wear.
Yeah, that's nice too.
That one's pretty cool. Yeah.
Royals.
Yeah. With the George Brett era.
Yeah. I even like the Pirates though. Pirates was decent.
Tough.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But nothing like the Astros. The Astros were tough.
Yeah.
That was a tough jersey.
They were.
That was a tough jersey.
So, I think like you said, though, there's teams like the Yankees and the Red Sox. They're in their own category. Well, I know. I said that on purpose. I said that on purpose.
I didn't say the Red Sox.
Because you could never convince a Yankee fan that the Red Sox were in the same category as you guys.
No. They're up there, though. They're definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and quiet as kept, their jerseys is hot, too, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I like the Navy. I mean, they have the original, but I like when they have the navy blue jerseys with the red writing.
Oh, okay. The dog. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the red ones.
Okay.
The red is hot.
Yeah.
I never liked the gray.
I didn't like the gray Red Sox one.
Right.
You know what I like too?
What just said Boston. That's just that was horrible.
When the Marlins, obviously they're more French, but they had the teal jerseys.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah. Never liked anything.
The Marlins were always more like
they knew.
Yeah,
right?
like they're trying to be like the youth movement.
Yeah. They were.
Yeah.
So but
But I did like I'm trying. There's another team I did like too, but Astros was always number one. I don't know. We'll figure it out though.
I was going to just say I was going to do a real quick search. Well, the Expos. You can't go to the Expos.
The Expos. Now, the funny thing about that is that tell me you didn't think, what did the hat say? It wasn't until shout out to my boy Charles Murray, man. He was the one that put me on to it. I always thought the Expos logo spelled ELB. Or
I gotta look it up.
Look at the Expos logo. The M. I know it's an M now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, it always looked like it was like a because even somebody else, right? Even somebody else was like, what does the E and shit stand for? But it was like, Charles was like, you mean an M? I said, that shit is not an M. What are you talking about? But it's an M. It's almost like,
No,
but
it's not.
That's an M, bro.
No, it's not. I'm looking at it right now.
Let me see.
Oh, sorry. The overall shape is an M.
It's an M, though.
The E is for, there is an E in it. It's for Expos. Then there's
it's like an L, right?
EB
something.
Is Expos.
Baseball?
Baseball, something in French.
Oh, so that, let me see. Let me see. Oh, you're reading it?
Yeah. There's a thing on
it.
The mysteries of the Expos logo.
Wow.
So it says the overall shape is an M. But then
it's like an E. And
E for Expos.
I knew it was okay.
E stands for baseball. And then this like goes into a whole bunch of different
That was a hot logo, though. When you look back on it, it's like, yo, that's a hot logo. You know what I mean?
What about the Dodgers?
Nah, I mean, that's just, I feel like LA people loved the Dodgers. It's just plain.
I think it's cool to like it's pop. It's a.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're like true Dodger, baseball fans.
I think the Dodgers hat, like just the blue LA hat, is like a staple. That's like the Yankees hat is just the hat that you can wear with whatever
anything,
it
right.
is. But I think the Dodgers hat is up there with that. I think Boston's hat's up there with that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those hats.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, listen. Well, with that said, we know we all got some plans for the day.
Sure.
So we're going to get into our final thought and wrap it up. We once again, I apologize for the technical difficulties this morning and the boo to our ladies out there.
Yeah.
And then the laugh in their face all at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's give them one more shot.
One more good one. All right.
Yes.
You good?
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. There we go.
Fantastic. And I was ever to finally shut up during it. I used to always talk during it. So.
Yeah, that's all good. So we gave them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Give everybody their flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So good stuff though.
So, well, listen, Coach, what's your final thought heading into the day?
Just ready for this game tonight. Happy Mother's Day to my wife. Happy Mother's Day to my mother. Happy Mother's Day to my mother-in-law. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that is a mother.
That's absolutely right.
But no, I'm ready for this game tonight. I think you know what, I've been kind of being superstitious, and I haven't been tuning in because I feel like every time I watch, they start playing bad, and then when I don't watch, they go on runs. So I just haven't been turning it on and just checking my phone. But I think today I'm gonna be there for the start of it. If they start winning, I'll stay tuned in. If they're not playing well, I'll turn it off so that they don't lose because of me.
That's good dedication.
It's all because of me. So
it's good dedication. I appreciate that. Jay, what about yourself?
Just looking forward to the game. Mother's Day, get some food or something like that. Celebrate some important people. And important females and women in my life and stuff like that. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's their day. So, part of manhood is whether you have conflict or not with anybody, is still just, still celebrating them for what they brought to your life and also to, to my children and stuff like that. So we'll get some food, whether it's going out to a restaurant, which is always going to be crazy, or going to get some takeout shit and bring it home and kind of cool out.
That's the move.
That's what we're doing. So that's the move.
Get some takeout shit and bring it on in. You know what I'm saying? And then watch the game. Was quickly looking at some tickets real quick. I want to do it, but then part of me is like, nah. You know what? That 8:00 start. If it wasn't raining Friday, I would have been there.
Right.
I didn't feel like walking in the
is
rain.
now
with what I'm saying? So
with TV broadcast, it might not even tip till like 8:15.
Exactly. So it's like by that time I could just be sitting back, laying, chilling, feet up, you know what I'm saying, ready for bed and stuff like that. So definitely definitely excited about that, excited about some new possibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll let you kind of talk on that. And just ready for the week, man. Yo, listen, here's the thing, and Coach, you can you can kind of fill me on this one. Randy, you got America's most greatest job anyway, so you're good money, you know what I'm saying? But our time is coming to an end soon, right? So yeah, the what do they call that? The descension is coming down. The plane is coming down. It's less than 30 days
and
left.
The kids are acting like it.
Yes, because spring fever, even though it's been cold, it's still here.
Well, you're gonna feel it this week because I know there's gonna be some warmer weather.
I heard it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be nice, right?
Yeah, now we got the rain again.
What?
Might be a storm coming to bring the rain. Oh, no. So,
but yeah, just looking forward to a good week, though, man. You know what I'm saying? And, keep pushing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, like you said, just touch on, like I said, yesterday we had a chance to meet with Mr. Hughes, front runner, New Jersey.
Yes.
And had a very good meeting.
Very good.
Going to be looking for some stuff to come in the future, a little bit of a partnership with them potentially and some other work. So looking forward to that. If you guys have a chance, check out frontrunnerNewJersey.com. Good local articles. I know that they, really highlight some of the African-American community and some of the other minority groups in the area with their athletes. So check out that website. Check out some stuff coming, with us and them. So we were excited about that meeting yesterday.
Yeah. They do a phenomenal job on just writing stories and highlighting the accomplishments of others. So, you really want to, check them out and see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're going to have some great stuff. And we're looking to.
I do also want to shout out another individual. I met a phenomenal woman on Wednesday. Miss LaShawn. I think it's LaShawn Davis. Something. I'm bad with last names sometimes, but her name is LaShawn though. But she did a great job. I met her. We were at this this business symposium and stuff like that, and she's the owner of the original hot dog factory, right? So for those hot dog lovers, which I do love a good hot dog, I do. Some people like it burnt. I don't understand why.
I like it charred. I like a little char on it.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Charred. That sounds like burnt.
I just want it cooked.
Yeah, thank you. Right, cooked and right.
Not black.
Right. It does, yeah, because it's not meant to be charred.
I like some grill marks on my dog.
Well, that's cooked.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And if you have the grill right, you're supposed to have grill marks.
Okay.
On it. But some people like it burnt.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, who is a burnt hot dog? Like, I don't know. But anyway, she's the owner of the original hot dog factory, a phenomenal woman. She got probably 100 different ways to make hot dogs. I'm gonna go try them out too, because I hear they're very delicious.
They're very good. I have been over there.
Oh, you've been over there?
It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So check her out. And let us know let us know what your favorite hot dog is. You know what I'm saying? So just check them out. So just looking forward to partnering with people, even thinking about possibly even hiring a young student, for Let's Get It and other things to, those kids. Here's what I do know. For every kid that's a poor student or not the best student that they could be, they're a great social media specialist. I could tell you that much. They know how to get on that gram. They know how to get on the different things or whatever. So if you have those talents, ladies and gentlemen, if you know somebody that has those talents, please feel free for them to send a resume to me at refer4walls, REFER 4 WALLS @gmail.com. Because we're looking to give them some opportunities to some young students to kind of help with some media stuff and marketing and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So but yeah, the hot dog factory is good. I went over there. It's all different kind of. So you have to check it out.
Yeah, I got to
I'm
try.
looking at this menu right now.
You see what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely.
I got it.
Some of them are a little too much going on, but I thought it was
for you.
Yeah,
but
And there was one. The one I did, it was it had barbecue sauce and mac and cheese on the hot dog.
That's probably banging.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that's probably banging.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know what she told me? She said, "Listen, if you think our hot dogs are good, you have to try our wings."
Oh, okay.
So the wings, I'm hearing that the wings are even better than the hot dog. So I don't know. I've never been over there yet. I always want to take my kids. He's like, I don't want to go. They always want to do the same. I don't know if kids are like that. They're very regimented. Same thing.
Chick-fil-A.
Shit. Wendy's.
Yeah, that's a man after my own heart.
What? Well, that's after my own pockets.
Well, yeah.
Chick-fil-A it gets a little expensive. I do think Chick-fil-A has the best chicken though. As far as fast food chicken, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. So get on out to that hot dog factory is right there in Voorhees. I think it's, what is that? The Ritz shopping.
Yeah, it's right in Ritz shopping center.
And what you could do, right? So I'm not going to, and listen, you've heard this first here. But if you get caught, you ain't hear it from me. What you could do is stop on down at that hot dog factory, get you 2 little dogs, because it's still cold. Put them dogs in your pocket, go watch a movie. And you in there watching the movie, eating your hot dogs.
The only thing is,
I don't know if you can put
these
in
dogs,
your
I don't
pocket.
think are going to go in your pocket. It's not like the game where they're wrapped in foil.
Nah,
These are
this is
specialty.
Okay,
They
all
get put in the basket.
You can't even
So-
close the bun.
Okay, so if I can eat an egg foo young combination in the movie theater, then you should be able to eat a hot dog. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But everybody do a day thing. Don't mind me. I've gone in there with bags of popcorn, and they said, "Sir, you can't." I said, "Listen, I'm on foot. I'm not in my car. I'm on foot. I'm traveling on foot."
Well, you always just
So
tell them.
I
that,
just went grocery shopping.
yeah. You
What can you do?
special dietary restrictions.
What can you do?
Yeah. The only thing
I'll even carry a bag, and it's like a little diaper bag, and for my little daughter, I said, "Oh no, she has to have her snack." So you know how it is with kids. You have to have a snack, so she loses it. Oh no problem. Come on.
all of a sudden that General Tso's chicken is her.
Oh man,
There,
yeah, listen. Listen, don't act like I ain't the only one. Listen, I know I'm not the only one
I used to
that
always-
stops at that Dollar Tree before they go to the movie.
Dollar
Absolutely.
Tree,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. I'm not.
But you just don't. You just get like a little candy to put in
Just
there,
get
right?
the candy.
Yeah.
The soda.
I'll get a soda.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you sneak the soda in.
Right, but there is, if I'm in the mood for a soda, I mean, obviously it's very expensive, but there is something about a fountain soda.
And I have to do the movie popcorn.
I got it, actually.
Well, I tell you, if you go to Acme and get this little, what was it, Bachman butter, it's very close.
I got actually a popcorn maker. A
Do you
popcorn
really?
maker at home.
Oh,
And it makes phenomenal popcorn.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to shoot. I think I had Subway sandwich. I take food into the Sixers game.
Yeah.
I take soda and everything.
All the time.
All the time.
Well, you're allowed to.
No, you're not. I didn't say the Phillies. I said the Sixers.
Oh, okay. Well, all you have to bring up, tell them, I keep strict
No, I keep it.
kosher.
No, I keep it in here. Like you know how everybody empties their pocket and whatnot. I don't empty my shit. Sir, is everything out? Yeah, everything's out. Come on.
Sir, there's a pickle out of your right left.
That's funny.
Don't mind that. Yeah. No, my dad used to always pull that to him. We went to the Phillies game because we had like 4 of us.
Yeah.
And always big, we have special kosher restrictions.
Oh,
And we'd be sitting there with the Wawa sandwich.
yeah.
So, well, that's like I said, I just shout out again to all the women, my mother and whatnot. And just, the people that have been around. And I don't want to let the show go. I know, Jay, we lost a very special woman
Absolutely.
on Monday. Her name is Diane McMillan.
Yes.
Jay, you knew her.
Yes.
She was, a coworker of yours, and she was a coworker. She was a supervisor of mine. And she was more than that. She was a great friend, a great mentor. And we very suddenly lost her. So, Diane was always one to give you a word of encouragement. She was always one to root for you. I mean, if there was a fan, I mean, we spoke about a lot of different things in life. I know you had too, Jay.
Yes.
So she was, taken from us, unexpectedly. And a shout out to her as a great woman, to her family. Our thoughts and prayers are with her. And, just want to let this show go without giving her a little acknowledgement.
Yeah, let's just do like a little moment of silence for her, if we don't mind. Just a brief moment.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, she was, rest in peace, Diane. Miss Diane was a great woman. Always part of the night crew. They had partners for kids and family. Definitely one that I could, at different times I tried to get other opportunities and it wasn't successful. And just the encouragement that came from her in that regard, or putting a little something on my desk, just to say, hey, listen, keep moving forward, keep going forward and stuff like that. So that type of stuff, I will always remember and cherish. So that, of course, for all those in her family and everything, that transition, and even now, I'm sure now, even with Mother's Day, I'm sure it's probably very painful. But that transition from the physical to the spiritual is never an easy one. But just shout out to her and their family, and we'll see you soon, Miss Diane. We'll see you soon. So
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, listen, with that said, I guess we're going to, end it with the Go Sixers. Hopefully even up at 2-2.
Yep.
And once again, we appreciate everyone watching. I know, check us out again, on YouTube, the Four Walls Foundation page. We're getting more active on Twitter, Instagram. Again, appreciate all the support. And again, be looking out for the upcoming things with Front Runner New Jersey. Again, check them out, frontrunnerNewJersey.com. For Marcus Bullock, for Jason Bryce, I'm Randy Duncan. Thanks, you guys, for watching, and we'll catch you next week.